Mood diary update number 22, probably by now. Today I feel very productive because I've been finishing some things at my work that I've been doing for a few weeks now. And it was very kind of like a long and tedious process, and I end up having a very long and very kind of detailed call with my colleague for a few hours, but I felt very big sense of satisfaction once we finished what we were doing. So productivity is one of the themes. Another theme, and my mood today is, standing in your integrity in the face of challenge. That sounds very kind of cryptic and I guess not straightforward. I'm gonna give you an example what I mean by that. So the situation was that I was late for one of my meetings this morning because working from home, sometimes you get like really distracted and you just lose the track of time. So that's what happened with me. And as I started to feel bad about being late, I started to feel like really guilty and started to feel this kind of like a internal pressure rising up, which sounds a bit like this. No matter what you do, you should do everything right. So this is very kind of like self-berating, you can even say self-hateful. Not so much self-hateful, but I guess like very super strict, inflexible voice that I have, or let's say aspect of myself that I have, which works as internal critic anytime something doesn't go exactly as it's supposed to go in a perfect world. That part and aspect activates, and I feel this kind of like a feeling of self-rejection and self-hate coming up. And what is the point of self-integrity in that situation? Where is the point where you choose between integrity and walking your talk and giving into whatever things you think you should be doing, or let's say social pressure? And sometimes that social pressure is not even pressure from the people outside of you, but it is from internalized parts of society in you. Something that would happen to me. And I could feel this kind of self-dissatisfaction, self-criticism, self-hate coming up. And then I remembered that, okay, this is opportunity for me to go into kind of self-hate, self-guilt, self-blame, self-criticism, or it is opportunity to go into self-compassion, self-understanding, and kind of like cutting myself slack. When you don't do things deliberately, for example, like accidents happen, like you miss things sometimes, you might not deliver things perfectly sometimes, you might forget things. So when you don't do that deliberately and you treat yourself as if it's something terribly bad and horrible that you've done by forgetting or failing to do something perfectly, that's kind of form of self-hate and self kind of punishment. So this morning I had the opportunity between that and, you know what? Okay, fine, I'm 7 minutes late to my meeting. Yes, I am late. I actually honestly, genuinely lost track of time, and basically that's what it is. So it was very interesting because usually I only catch myself past that point of self hate once I already kind of something happens, not the way I plan, and then I start to feel bad, and then after certain period, and usually quite long period of feeling bad, I then decide to kind of like go into direction of self-acceptance and self-compassion, and own what I've done or what happened, but at the same time not to start hate or berate myself. But today it was probably first time where I could feel that arising, and the whole process, it only took probably, I don't know, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It was very quick and very effective. And right now I don't feel any feeling of guilt or badness, which would be something that I would have felt previously, years ago, before I started learning about, inner work and emotional intelligence, shall we say? Well, actually, my mood is 7 out of 10, I would say, because I'm also coming on the topic of compulsory vaccinations and things like that, and I don't know if I really like it, because I am a big fan of personal freedom, body freedom, choice, trusting your body's intelligence, investing time and effort in you and your body to be healthy, and then not really interfering that much with the chemical things and like compulsory things and things like that. So that's why it's 7, because I have feelings of productivity, I have feelings of sense of pride, and I also have feelings of maybe confusion and uncertainty, because I think I also need to kind of research the topic of like immunization much deeper, because I don't know that me or most of the people are properly educated on this to form actual opinion apart from what is being said. Okay, I hope you are having a great Tuesday and enjoying whatever you are doing. And I hope you had a good lunch, because I did. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.